Okay, so this isn't personally my type of video that I usually do. I don't usually do discussions or anything like this, but I recently played in a VTV tournament, and it was very odd to say the least. It wasn't more. It was more like a type of. It was more of a type of what do you call it? It was just a very odd tournament for me to say the least, because I felt like I was beating people I don't usually beat, and then felt like I lost to just me playing badly for like 2 times. So anyway, I want to discuss about the pros and cons that I had with this tournament, and I have Jed join with me,
Hello.
and I just basically wanted to discuss about it with him. So okay, the first thing that I want to say though is that this tournament is actually like it's extremely easy to join, because the last few tournaments that I actually did join were like they were very
Like, you need like accounts and all this shit.
yeah, it was just like this is more like just like okay, play your matches, report it, then you're done. Then like with the other ones, it's like all right, I need to see when my players are available. Then okay, I'll play you then there. Then like because I remember one time I think it was one of my first tournaments back in 2016. I tried to get in contact with Shiro Saber, and this, oh my god, like I messaged this guy probably like 8 or 9 times. He didn't reply to me. I literally had to look for him in a fucking tournament, or not a tournament, like a match in Tetris Friends, and I had to say, okay, can we play our match? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And then I was like, oh okay. I just had to get him by pure luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't personally think he ignored you. Maybe he just wasn't on, or.
It could be, but like I messaged him like a few times on what do you call it, on hard drop, and it was just like or not on hard drop, but like oh shit, what was I using? I don't even know what was.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
even
it
know
was
what the fuck I was using.
you messaged them with the heart on Tetris Friends. You never read it.
Yeah,
It's a million messages.
yeah,
No, I get what you're saying though. Like month-long tournaments or like the last weeks. I've
yeah.
heard about that. I was in one of those. I was in Tebow's top tourney,
Oh yeah,
maybe last year, right?
yep,
And I was playing versus. But first of all, I had the craziest upset of my life. I had like 14,
yeah.
15, 14. I think it was Zach on top. Probably the
Oh
happiest moment I've ever
damn.
been in. I beat him, right?
Yeah,
And it took me like at least like 2 weeks to get to play him,
yeah.
because we were always like, oh, we're gonna play this day. No, I can't. It's he lives in Malaysia or whatever. I
Oh
can't.
okay.
Okay, I can't. And then we can't. And then nobody plays at any certain time. It just goes on,
Yeah.
and you just set up whenever. And I
Oh,
ended up
there was
beating him.
basically just like no like there was no like restrictions to like when you could match up and stuff like that. It just ended when everyone was done. So,
Right, right.
okay.
So like it would last forever, and I ended up losing to Circu and Firestorm, and I got third.
Ooh, damn.
But yeah, I see your point on the ease of joining it for sure.
Yeah, it feels very like yeah, like the whole like thing about like joining this tournament is that it's like it's comforting in a way to know that it'll just last the one day. So you know, like if you're just free that day, you can just play it. So it's just like
Right.
okay, and that
Well,
also
it's a concept of the free quick fire tournament where it's just like they set it up, they play, and they want to get it over with.
yeah.
Though obviously I feel like VTV's is way too short, in my
Oh yeah.
opinion. That's
That
gonna be like a major point.
that actually does bring me to my next point here, where it's like the matches just need to be longer, because the whole thing about it just being 2 games, it's like it's not enough time for you to learn your opponent or anything like that.
No, no, it's all a fluke. Like if you win or lose a match, it all seems like a fluke.
Yeah, like I remember, I think the last VTV tournament I played in, Corona beat me 2-0. Then like then this last one that I played in, I played Corona again, and like he, I don't know if he like just rage quit or something on like the last game we were playing, because I think it was 1-1. Then he had some like really random misdrops that I just took advantage of, and I was able to beat him. And I feel like if we had at least 5 games, it would have been like more fair.
Yeah, so I know Corona personally, and he suffers he suffers. He just has lag. He has lag, and
Oh yeah.
when you're playing a tournament and then lag comes in, sometimes you just snap. You just want to be like, fuck.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
I don't want to play this shit anymore, dude. And you just, but it's especially bad when you're in the first to two.
Yeah, no,
Like it's horrible.
yeah. I don't know. I need time to like actually prepare myself to play a match. Like I can't just like even like one warm up for me. Like it feels like it's either I don't need it, then other times I need like at least 5 games to warm up. It's like it's stupid with me. That's why I felt like
Yeah, no. And it's not even that. It's that you also, like, if let's say you're in that scenario where you need games to warm up,
yeah,
like general sets are structured so as you play you get more warmed up, and maybe let's say you're down like maybe 3 games, it's 3-0, you can come
yeah,
back from that, right?
yeah.
But it's when you play versus like a first to two,
Mhm.
there's no coming back. And I remember when I was playing you on after Corona, ironically,
Yeah.
I just caught you with like a four wide out of nowhere, a mid game four wide, and it's like, yeah, I can catch you that maybe once, but if we play like 5 or 7 games, I
Yeah.
won't be able to do that all the time, So,
Yeah.
or I think I TK, I did like 5 T-spins in a row. Our first, like you got really unlucky with me. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
No. Like that's basically how like the VTV tournament is. It's like it's just it feels more like luck than skill than anything.
right.
And that's a bad problem to have in the tournament because you want like purely skilled players to join it, and you don't want the only thing like to be a winner is to be like some person who like probably half the tournament can easily beat. Because that would just be infuriating to me personally.
Right. And for example, when I was playing I think I was
Yeah.
streaming the tournament,
Hmm.
so I had to like I was basically playing with a just 30 FPS, right? I was playing with horrible lag,
Oh
and
damn.
so that would compel me to four wide you. And it's like to adapt to a four wider, you need like games. Like you're gonna lose a game no matter what, because you're like, oh, I didn't know this person was a four wider. Let me
Yeah. No
start,
kidding.
PCing or spamming T spins or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like in a first to two, it's over. And again, I can see someone being like, well, it's a quick fire. It's supposed to be fast. It's blah 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 blah.
Hmm.
But even like it's VTV is especially short. Like
Yeah.
it's extremely short. And like one time, one of his tournaments ended in like 30 minutes or something like that. Like really
Oh,
short tournament.
what? 30 minutes? Are
And
you serious?
yeah, or just because it's like, why are we doing first to twos on 8 players or less than 10 players?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's like I mean like if there's only like say like 6 people joining, I feel like that would be like a time to actually make it like 15 games because that would make it a lot more interesting too.
Right. And then it doesn't even have to be a first to 15. Just like a first to 7 at least, dude. It's
Yeah.
2 and 3 on, and it's not even threes in like top 8. It's
Mhm.
three. It's first to 3 in like losers finals and winners finals.
Yeah.
Like why? For what?
I I can't understand why like even 2 would be like acceptable at this point. I
I
feel like
think it's because originally when the game started, right?
yeah.
Um, he had a lot more players, so he felt
Oh,
that
okay.
doing a first to 2 was better at the time. Like he had like 20 players or whatever.
Yeah.
But as time has gone on, like his player numbers have gone down,
Hmm.
FDs or VTVs, and he uses the same rules for a tournament that's much smaller. But
Okay.
even if it's 20 people, a first to 2 just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Like if he's trying to like time crunch the things, or I feel like if it was just the first like say 2 matches that were just first to 2, that'd be okay. But like the final game that's just 2 matches, that doesn't feel right at all.
Right. It's best of 3 until losers finals or losers semis.
Yeah.
So it's like top 4 that gets to play um a first to 3, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't, I can't understand why that would even happen. I feel like what I would personally do in that situation is that like if he wanted to like if he was say he was just completely strict on keeping it like first to 2, like I would say just keep that for the first matches. Then the rest would be like the first to 5. Then I would say the final match between the two people would be like a first to 15. So it would actually get time to warm up between each other. Like,
Right. Well, like on that specifically, I feel like having to play someone, like maybe yeah, like first to 3, then top 8 first to 5, and maybe grand finals first to 7 or something like that. Or because it's like going from 5 to 15, like that's you're playing a long game at that point, and it changes the format really fast. Because if you're trying to play a quick match versus first to 15, it's very different.
yeah, I know, like, like you said, first to 2 and first to 15, like, in a first to 2 match, anything could happen, and it's just like you're done. Exactly, our match, for example, it was like you 4-whited me, and I wasn't expecting that, so I just lost.
Right.
And like,
right, and I'm not even a 4-whiter. It just happened because it's like you just you have to do it because you if you don't expect it and you can't adjust, it's a crazy format.
Yeah, like if I could say anything like that, like after you've like 4-whited me, like I think that was only the second time I ever played you, and I seen you 4-whited me. So like after like I was completely done, I was recording that too. I haven't released the video yet. It was like you could tell at the end of that video I was pretty salty because of that.
yeah, that's why I messaged you. I don't like 4-whiting, but it's like it's what you have to do sometimes. And I've won the tournament twice.
Oh, okay.
And it's like I'm beating really good players that I usually don't beat.
Yeah.
And it's cause it's like I'm having just moments, just unfortunate moments for them, and it's the worst.
Yeah, like I don't know, this tournament for me, like whenever I play a tournament, even if I like lose, I'm still satisfied because I got to play with certain players I wouldn't usually play. But with the VTV tournament, it just doesn't feel satisfying because the matches are way too short.
Right. I don't like winning one. You don't feel as good. You don't feel as good winning a quick that quick of a tournament over because you recognize that you're not like doing anything. Like you recognize that it could have gone so easily. It should have gone the other way.
Yeah.
And you can't really know whether.
Yeah. So I think the VTV tournament, I think the only thing that you really have to change with it is the one problem I personally just have with it is just the amount of matches you can have. So I think that's the only real problem with the tournament. Because
100%.
Yeah, because if they just changed that, it would be like a lot more enjoyable. But
I agree.
Okay, but anything, or I guess I'll wrap up the video here since we got all the points across that we wanted to.
Right. I don't know. One final thing.
Yep.
So I guess we already talked about it, but in an ideal sense, let's say you were the TO, right, for the tournament.
Oh yeah.
How would you want the tournament to be set up ideally?
So let's say if I had a match of 20 players, I wouldn't make those games like 15 games because I feel like that would take too long for a day setting. But I'd probably make them around 5 matches each. Then as the matches get closer and closer, I'd probably make it to like 7 and 10. Then like the semifinals would be 10 matches, and then the final 2 that are actually playing, I'd make that 15. So it could still last a day.
For me, I would make it first to 5 for pools up to top 8.
Yeah.
And then it would be first to 7 for top 8, and then it would be first to 7 until the end of the tournament. In my opinion.
Okay, so I guess we're both in agreement with that.
Right. It's just it's a first to, it's just small disagreement, but I think that making it just a little bit longer will give like players more time. It'll give like more streaming time. It'll make players have more time to adjust, and it'll just make the tournament longer too. Because like right now, it's not like 30 people are joining Tetris Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's like 6, 7, 8. Like I haven't seen us reach 10 in a while.
Yeah, like I feel like Okay, well, before I keep going on, I want to actually just end this video because I don't want it too long. Alright, I thank you for coming on to this video with me, Jiv.
Yeah, thanks. No problem.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys later.
Take care. Bye.